Okay, it's recording.
Hi. How's it going?
Good.
Pretty good.
Where are we?
We're at my house.
Oh, and you just picked up a star, apparently. Oh, it just fell on Samus. Oh, okay. Hang on, I'm chewing pizza crust.
Ray will love that.
Yeah.
He will. You know, I should send him a picture of me chewing, too. All right, let's go around the horn. Let's say who we are. I'm Alex. I'm visiting your America. What a country. You have round pizzas. Pigs in blankets. Ruffles with ridges.
Technically wavy lace.
Then I don't want them. I'm a Ruffles man. I come from a Ruffles house. Yeah, I'm here on vacation. I don't know what this is even. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up as a bonus episode for gold subscribers only. Okay, and sitting to my left.
This is Charles, longtime listener and fan of No More Whoppers. Also host of Transmissions Podcast. Just putting it out there if you'd like to listen to it. Transmissionspodcast.com.
He's giving a thumbs up to the mic. I hope the mic is picking that up.
And I'm Rhett. I'm also a longtime fan of No More Whoppers. Fellow Pittsburgher, so I don't do any kind of podcast thing.
I was about to say, what's your podcast? And when you said you don't have one, I was just going to say, get out. That's too bad. So we all spent Christmas in a log cabin in the woods together. Pretty awkward.
Yep.
Our families were really angry. Yeah. No, I had family come over. We did traditional gift stuff, gift exchange, secretive Santas, right? It was fun. I received. What did I get? Who cares? It's not even important. How did you guys spend your Christmas? What happened?
I have 3 children, so Christmas was spent watching them open presents and go crazy with Legos and video games and
Legos.
everything. So they enjoyed that, and I got clothes and stuff, but I needed clothes, so that was good.
Yeah, always good to have clothes.
Yeah.
And got a new digital camera, so that's pretty good. So
Very nice.
I call it digicam. Trying to save some time is all.
Right. Yeah, I just spent Christmas with my mom and some family friends.
Ooh.
I got probably the most useful Christmas present in the world, which is Amazon.com gift cards.
Of glove. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Of gloves, also useful.
That was way off. I mean, speaking of Legos and video games, that was always my 2 favorite things to get as a kid. Because you could always just spend all of Christmas vacation just on that one thing. The first Christmas I can remember was 1987. Bill Clinton was president.
No.
What?
No. Nope.
Seems unlikely.
Gerald Ford was president.
Nope.
Madeleine Albright was.
I'll give you a clue. Back to the Future.
Marty McFly was president. Doc Brown was his vice president, running on a platform of time travel.
I'd vote for them.
Yes, read my lips, 88 miles per hour. Oh yeah, first Christmas. I know, I got a little Lego police boat set, which is really fun because not only is it Legos, but it's a boat, so you can take it in the bathtub. Which as a kid, that was like, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Taking a bath,
Sure.
splish splash, etc. It was pretty great. Yeah, and then video games. I got a Super Nintendo for Christmas 1992, and that changed my life forever. For months I only had Mario World and Street Fighter 2, but I didn't care. It was fun. First Super Nintendo game, go.
I actually never owned a Super Nintendo, but I had a really good friend in high school who actually lent me his for a little while, so I got to play Mario World, Castlevania, Zelda, of course, all the awesome ones.
Oh yeah. I got Zelda for Super Nintendo on in the 90s. My parents were kind of bouncing around different branches of Christianity, and for like a year, we were whatever denomination celebrates Three Kings Day.
Oh.
I don't even know. And so, here you go. For Three Kings Day, I got you Zelda. Like, okay.
I'll take Zelda for whatever reason.
I don't know what any of that is except Zelda. That's really all I'm interested in.
I'm in favor of Zelda.
Yes.
You're a Zelda-tarian.
Is this a Presbyterian thing? Presbyterians are down with Zelda? Catholics are all about Fire Emblem for some reason. I don't know. Rhett, what's your Super Nintendo history?
Well, I also never owned a Super Nintendo as a kid, but I went over to a friend's house and played Marios and Zeldas and stuff. The first Super Nintendo game I finished was Chrono Trigger on the DS.
Ooh.
So,
fun.
Yeah. Hard to go up for, there's not a lot of places to go from.
Yeah.
Did you get every ending?
No. I don't think I got every ending.
Did you get the ending where everybody has mustaches for no reason?
No.
I didn't.
That was the best one.
Okay.
It's exactly like the original ending in the main continuity, except everyone has a mustache. Pretty great. Whoa. Who got a mushroom?
Nested.
We're watching nothing happen in the Smash Brothers game. It's pretty fun.
Yes, I have to say, actually, so, I love No More Whoppers. I have donated to the podcast several times.
You may be our biggest donator.
Oh, really?
It's very possible.
Oh, okay.
Also, you've given us the most money. Sorry, that was mean.
Well, okay, now I'm a little embarrassed, but anyway, so I just want to say thank you to Alex because he donated to me a copy of Smash Brothers. So.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Hang on, dude. When you give a Christmas present, you refer to it as donating.
Okay, it was a Christmas present, so thank you, Alex.
Where did you get that coat? Oh, my mom donated it to me. Oh, it's really nice.
On the topic of donations, I was kind of wondering what the minimum donation is to not get made fun of for being cheap.
Ooh.
Because I've been thinking about doing a recurring donation for a while, but then I'm just about to pull the trigger, and I'm like, oh, how much can I get away with before I'm ridiculed?
Well, before it was $3, and then I made fun of that guy. In jest.
And he stopped.
Right.
He did upgrade to $10 a month.
Oh.
So apparently shame works.
Wow.
Japan will be thrilled to hear that.
Yes.
Because they're all about shame.
It is the cornerstone of their society.
Yes. I don't know. I'm going to say $5 is a safe pass for
Okay.
recurring donations.
That's what I'm giving to Retronauts right now. So that would have a nice symmetry to it.
Yeah. That works out.
Yeah.
Retronauts is great too. Go listen to Retronauts.
Yeah, support their Patreon too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do an episode. Can we do an episode of Retronauts? Just right here?
We can, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
This week on Retronauts.
We talk about stuff.
We play Smash Brothers while you listen.
It's not retro.
No. It's not
Just
exciting.
came out.
It's not exciting for anybody. I picture listeners just taking their phones out of their pockets and throwing them into the river and then crying.
Yep.
Anyway, you know what? Let's get to the important thing. I've got to grab another slice of pizza. Can I get anything?
I'm fine.
I'm good.
Okay, just regale the audience.
So Alice has left the room.
Yep.
Hello out there. This will probably all just be cut out.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we're bad at at this particular gag.
Oh, wow. I leave for 5 minutes.
And there was 5 minutes of awkward silence. Yeah.
He
Yep.
set the room on fire. Rhett broke his arm. Anyway, pepperoni pizza is great.
Well,
how do you guys do it when you do transmissions? Like, what's your setup for? You have a lot of people, right?
Yeah, so we have 4 people on the podcast, and each person records their audio separately. So we do a Skype call. We record the Skype conversation on a separate track, so that's like a backup, and everyone records their own track individually. Then when we edit it, we do Audacity has some good noise removal tools, so you can get rid of a lot of the background noise. Then after we do that, then we do the levelator to level everyone's voices on individual tracks, and then we merge them together in a single MP3.
Handy.
So it's a little time consuming. That's what, like, it takes us about a week to edit a podcast.
Oh yeah.
But the end result is pretty good. So.
Huh. So wait, do you edit in Audacity?
Yes.
Okay. I still don't know how to do that. I've tried, and Ray keeps telling me to learn, and I keep saying I don't like learning new things because apparently I'm either 9 or 85 years old. Right. I just don't like to learn things. Yeah. Ray, what about your podcast? Oh. I'd like to apologize. Okay. If you had a podcast, what would it be about?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably, honestly, like early 90s video games.
Okay.
Mostly RPGs.
Can I run a title by you?
Sure.
Rhett's Play.
I love
that's
it.
nice.
Okay.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Could be offensive. I don't know. I don't know. If you're playing Japanese games.
But it's his name, so I think
That's
it's
true.
okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Man, that's so good. I gotta do something with it.
You're witnessing history, the genesis of a new podcaster. So have you had a chat with Ray since you've been back in the States?
You know what? No. The end. Good night. We haven't talked. I think we've just been texting here and there. Let's see what we have. Probably nothing exciting. No Ray. I said no Ray. Oh, God.
No, pizza down.
What the hell? Pizza down. Code red.
It's okay.
That's not cool.
It's just paper. It's
Got sauce on your documents. That's rude in any country. All right, he sent me a picture of an alien saying "Merry Christmas" from Wayland Yutani. That was very sweet. I sent him a picture of what was on Fox News because I have to endure while I'm here. My parents watching Fox News every day.
Oh boy.
A lot of fun. I sent him from Giant Eagle. I sent him a picture of a bottle of dillweed without comment. I sent him a picture of me reflected in a mirror taking a picture of my mom so that I photobomb myself. And we have a running gag, a line from the movie Mitchell, where every year on Christmas we ask each other, do you open your presents Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? And we've asked each other this question probably for the past 13 years. And it's still funny to us, for no reason, really.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just small talk and, what are you doing? How's your vacation? I did send him this video I took. I'm experimenting with the iPhone 6, and the time-lapse videos are kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So I sent him this one. Yeah. Friendly gesture. So that's yeah, folks. If you can't see it, it's me flicking him off in super speed. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the best way to flip someone off.
it is
Absolutely.
a lot of fun. I think he went home to Washington for New Year's to see his mom and sister.
Nice.
Other people, I don't know. I'm not his caretaker. Shut, don't ask me. Oh my God.
Ooh. Ness is getting ruined, even though no one is holding a
Oh my
controller.
God, Metro Motion Machine. No.
Actually, while you're here, I have
a
Japan question
Oh,
to ask you.
it's called yen. Is that not it?
So, one of my recent Transformers comics is set in Japan, and one of the characters has a shirt that says "I heart something" on it. I'm guessing it's Japan, but I'm not sure. So, I wanted to see if you had an idea. There.
I love Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Okay, very cool.
I'll tell you this. I don't love Tokyo. Not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it's like completely different from the rest of Japan.
It's almost like a different country. It's culturally, and it's also crowded as hell, and it's just gross and disgusting. Oh, exaggeration. It's fun to visit. I was up there in September for a TGS party, which was a lot of fun, because I was in and out of the city in 48 hours, which is the way to do it if you live nearby. I mean, if you're visiting from overseas, by all means, check it out. It's Tokyo.
Yeah.
I can't understand how people live there.
Yeah, my teacher was there not too long ago, and he came back and he said it was just like New York, really. You know, big city's a big city.
Yep.
I heard the Laser Time guys just had a trip to Japan where they...
Yes, I still haven't listened to that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a 2-hour-long show they did.
Wow.
They released it last week. And very interesting tales from Japan. They went to Tokyo Disney and the Studio Ghibli museum.
I've never been there.
Places.
I want to check that out. Is that the one where you're not allowed to take photos?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they show an animation short that you have to go there to see it. That's the only place you can see it. It's not anywhere else.
Yeah. Or at least until it closes down and it shows up on YouTube the next day.
Right.
I heard they might shut it down. Like, I don't know if they talk about that on the show, but they were like running out of money to keep it running.
No,
That's a shame.
I don't know.
Yeah, one of the things I like about No More Whoppers is I get to hear about another country's cultural chauvinism.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting.
It makes you feel not quite as terrible about our own country's cultural chauvinism.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Japan is pretty much the worst country when it comes to just keeping women down for fun and profit in their eyes.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the foreigners who move there sort of, if they don't already share that ideology, they pick it up rather quickly, because it's very easy and comfortable to slide right into that. Like, oh, I'm a guy. I don't give a crap about women, you know. Nobody in this country does, you know.
Well, that's depressing.
Very depressing. Oh, God.
We're invincible.
Are you?
A visual gag for our listeners. One of the things I really like about No More Whoppers is that it really feels like, catching up with a friend. Like, we go in to a new episode, we find out what's been going on with Ray and what's been going on with you, Alex, and that's a lot of fun. And sometimes I forget that, like, it's not two-way, like, we're not like actually catching up with you guys. And it feels like, we all the listeners know you guys a lot better than, perhaps we actually do.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up, because we're about to announce No More Whoppers Live. No.
Does Ray know about this?
Oh, yeah.
Is this like the t-shirt contest?
Don't get me started on that.
Let me guess. You got one submission.
We got 3.
Okay.
But here's what I forgot to specify, which I thought was obvious. It's called Age of Ultron. I'm kind of asking you to Photoshop my face somewhere into the Avengers.
Right.
I think we got one person who did that. Everyone... We got a great one of my and Ray's severed heads flying at the camera. That's really nice. And it says No More Whoppers written in our blood. Which, pretty good. Even if we don't get any more Avengers submissions, that might be the winner.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was obvious, Photoshop my face onto a malicious robot or whatever.
Yeah. Well, one thing I've learned over the years is that you can never be too specific when giving directions.
Yes. I agree with that. But yeah, we have thought about somehow taking phone calls from people We still have no idea how it would work.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems very difficult.
Especially if we're already on Skype talking to talking to each other, recording ourselves. You know, I don't know.
So one of the things that we've been experimenting with on transmissions is Google Hangouts.
Ooh.
So like when I was actually out of town the week before Christmas, so a couple of guys on the show hosted a Google Hangout. And so listeners, and they paired it with an IRC chat channel, so they could talk to people, and then their faces were on the, you could stream it on YouTube, and then they would invite people into the Google Hangout chat to talk for a little bit, and then kick them out. So they did like about 5 different people, one after the other. And it was like, since it was the week before Christmas, they asked, what Transformers are you looking for Christmas? So,
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so that might be an idea.
I think I don't know if it was Google Hangouts, but I watched you guys when your first viewing of the Transformers 4 trailer.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that on YouTube. That was pretty great. But I thought it was really cool how, like, I don't know how you do that. Like, you have all your faces in the window, and then whoever's speaking, like, they fill up the window.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Tell me about computers. I don't
So
know.
that's actually all Google. So Google, if you basically, whoever starts the Hangout, they can actually control who's on the camera.
So that's what's happening.
But if they don't control it, then whoever starts speaking automatically takes the center stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Google just like trades off based on who starts speaking.
Whoa.
But we usually have the person control it, because it usually, like if we're having a conversation, it just goes back and forth. So
Yeah.
So that's a little.
Or if you have 2 people talking at the same time, it melds your face into one
Right.
disgusting abomination.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we use Google Hangouts for our video conferences for work, and
Okay.
it works really good. Really easy. You don't need a fancy high-tech computer to do it.
Huh.
Pretty much anything will run it.
You know.
So it's yeah.
Google Hangouts. Or here in Pittsburgh, Hangouts.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess after I realized I don't need Google Plus for anything, I sort of just forgot about Google except for Gmail.
Right.
So yeah, apparently there's useful things I can experiment with.
Yeah.
That would be nice. What did I pick up? What is this?
Water jug.
Hey, I'm flying. I can fly. I can fly. I can fly.
Oh yeah, no.
You can fly as long as there's ground underneath you.
Yes. Like like a zebra.
Like a zebra.
I don't know. I don't know words anymore. I love how this box hurts me. Give me the one up. Give me the. No. Stay there and think about what you've done. Did you get up to anything for New Year's?
I went to the William Penn Speakeasy.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty fancy. Not actually a lot of fun because they have these little they look like round footstools around these really low tables, like probably about the height of this coffee table here that the listeners can totally see.
You're gonna say 14, 15 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
And so you're sitting on these little footstools, and within like 2 minutes your back starts to hurt.
Ooh.
And we got there at like 8:30, and we're supposed to stay there until after the New Year, and
Oh
it
yeah.
was killing me.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were just home. My younger son got to stay up for the first time, or I guess it was maybe
nice.
the second time, but he didn't make it. So he fell asleep around 10 o'clock, but then I woke him up so he could make it to New Year's.
Wake up! It's almost time. What? I was sleeping. Where's Dick Clark? I got bad news. We watched for some reason, my brother and my uncle have a tradition of watching Univision, the Spanish language New Year's celebration.
Okay.
They have no idea what's going on, but they love it.
10, 9, 8,
Yes.
7, 6, 5.
They're big fans of a Spanish language TV program called Sábado Gigante.
Giant Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Starring El Gordo y la Flaca, the fat and the beautiful. The hosts, like a large middle-aged guy and the young beautiful woman. Like they're the stars.
Right. Okay.
And they were hosting this New Year's event, and he was freaking out, like, "Oh, it's them! It's El Gordo y la Flaca." And then my mom got angry, like, "No, turn it to something English." All right, fine.
Or Italian.
That works too. We. Get on the star. Get on the star. That's right. Out of my way. Wish you were here, folks.
Yeah.
This is quite an array of robots.
Yeah.
What in the world is the Covenant of Primus?
That is a book that is like a, I guess a history of the modern Transformers universe.
That's one book?
Yep.
That is huge.
Wow.
We can pull it out here. So,
oh, whoa.
Shaped like an Autobot symbol.
This is a photo op. Oh, I think you know where to hold it. Right over the face. Yes. Perfect. Hang on there. Oh, lovely. There we go. Thank you.
And yes, you can open it.
Nice.
What in the world?
That's fantastic. With the old school transforming noise too.
Yes. So it's basically like a.
Wow.
So recently with the Transformers, the latest series TV show they've created a whole mythology that kind of blends all the stuff from the last 30 years. And this is like a history book as told to you by Alpha Trion.
Wow.
Okay. Is that Prime or is there another one after that?
Yeah, this is Transformers Prime, and then the new show is also in the same continuity.
Oh, yeah?
There's a new show coming out in about a month called Robots in Disguise, and that is a direct sequel to Transformers Prime.
Oh.
And all the modern video games, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, that were out on PS3 and Xbox, those are also part of this same continuity. And
Are any of those worth playing?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. They're like third-person shooters, and they're pretty good.
Okay.
I have Fall of Cybertron here, and I have War for Cybertron on Steam. And yeah, so it's funny because with the whole modern mythology, they've actually turned Optimus Prime into Robot Jesus.
Of course.
In this,
of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
How do they do communion? Oil? I got nothing. Wow. The Age of Wrath. Sounds tumultuous. So many robots. The Age of Rusts. Wow.
Yeah, there are 13 original Primes.
Yeah, I like those illustrations. Wait, hang on. There's one who looks like Robot Pope. Who's that one? The first one. Yeah, this guy. Who's this guy? Vector Prime? Prima.
Yeah.
Prima!
He is the first Prime.
Do they still make strategy guides? Am I mistaken? That's pretty awesome. I think it'd be cool if, like, you turn the page for no reason, there's just a picture of Iron Man. Probably not gonna happen. That's awesome.
Yeah, so this was actually an interesting story for Christmas last year because last summer I had pre-ordered this book and, just wanting to get it when it came out. And so it arrived like mid-December, and I was out of the house, and when it came, my wife was here, and then when I came home, my wife was looking at me like, "Oh, you got a package." I was like, "Okay, is there something wrong?" And she's like, "Yeah, you got this thing, and I bought it for you for Christmas."
Oh.
So I wound up with 2 of them.
Ooh.
So that was it was okay. Things.
Wow.
We moved on. We got past it.
Yeah.
But, that was a rough Christmas.
I can see where that could cause some strife.
Yeah.
I've never received a robot head. Kind of feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, my wife she takes pride in her ability to deliver Christmas presents that I really want but don't ask for. So she had done her research to figure out that this would be something that I would like.
That's a skill.
Only to have me basically destroy her plans.
Right. Well, you know what they say. 2 robot heads are better than 1 robot head.
This is true.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Somehow she didn't see it that way.
Okay.
Well, you got an extra one that you can always just keep in your car.
Anytime I need a quick reference.
Right.
What? Another red light? All right. What is that little tiny... No. Ow. Stop
Ow.
it. What the hell?
Oh, that's
Majora.
Majora's Mask.
Whoa. Whatever. Oh, it pushed me?
I'm looking forward to that coming out on 3DS.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I haven't played it yet, so I'm planning on playing it for the first time on the 3DS.
I am not a fan of that game.
No?
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I just never got into it.
Bob Mackey on Retronauts is a big fan.
Yeah, he can't stop talking about it.
How did I do that? Neat. I really like Ocarina of Time, and it took me a while to come around to that. Because when it... Hang on, I'm dying. Good gravy. When it first came out, I got it for the N64. I'm like, well, this is okay, I guess? Link is slow and clunky. And then, like, years later, when it came out on the GameCube collection or whatever, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I guess this is fun. And then I got it on 3DS, and then it was in my 3DS when my 3DS was stolen, Ray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ocarina of Time. I really love that on the N64. That was one of my favorites. Of course, it didn't help that the N64 had like one game a year for like the first 3 years of its life.
Well, when you get one game, you play it a lot.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa. We're playing Smash Brothers now. Join us, won't you? Whoa!
Whoa.
How do I do that?
Ow!
How do I do it again? Basketball? What did she say?
Yeah, I think she said yes, you called.
Oh, okay. Sounded better as basketball.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No! Oh.
So here's what I think we should do next summer is have a big meetup at my house. In parentheses, my parents' house.
Right.
Hopefully we can get everybody.
Cool.
Darren,
Yeah.
Jerry, Mike, Scott, Franklin, Alabaster, Sigourney. Yeah, offhand, how many people do you know named Sigourney? I'm gonna say one.
Does having seen her in movies count?
Oh yeah. Otherwise, 0. I forfeit because everyone is cheating. And I suck. I'm not good with Palutena.
I'm still just like pressing buttons.
Yeah, me too.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what any of the buttons do.
Well, I know A and B do different things depending on if you press them with up, down, left, or right.
Okay.
So fundamentally, everybody has 8 different attacks. I think. That may not include their smash move.
Have you gotten any of those amiibos?
No, did you?
No.
I'm really not sure I see the point of Amiibos.
Me neither. I almost got one. I was at the mall the other day. I almost got one just because it was there and I'd never seen him before.
Which one?
Probably Pikachu.
It's fair.
I mean, even if I don't use it for anything, I would still have a little Pikachu statue, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of against all the like Skylander, Disney Infinity, all that stuff. It's like,
yes.
I mean, granted, I like transforming robots, so I mean,
That's true. This is on record.
I'm not disparaging anyone who wants to collect the figures, but I have no interest in doing that.
Yeah.
And I just saw on Twitter yesterday, Nintendo was like, oh, you know what? We might entertain the idea of bringing back some of the discontinued amiibos. I called that shit when it happened.
Yeah.
They're just driving up the demand for the ones they know aren't going to be popular.
Yeah, I mean, really the only problem with their strategy was that, like, they probably should have told people that they were going to be discontinuing some of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, otherwise, who really cares?
Yeah.
And I can imagine what happened, like when it first leaked. Oh, we're going to discontinue these 3 things. Is every video game employee at every video game store who reads GAF or saw it on Twitter just went out to the shelves, took all the rare ones, put them in the back room, and then went about business as usual.
Right.
I guarantee that's what happened at every store.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they went up on eBay that night.
Yes. Marth, $450? Sure, why not?
People get desperate enough, they will pay it.
Wow, what does this little statue of the guy with the sword do? Does it cure cancer? Does it do your taxes? No, it lets you put his face on your jacket in a thing. Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't even know what they do.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What do they do in Mario Kart? They just give you different uniforms for your Mii, I think.
Oh, okay.
And in Smash, they let you make a little Smash fighter. Nobody knows.
This is not a video game podcast.
I bet even Nintendo doesn't know what they do.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet they're just going to start releasing amiibos without the little chip inside, and no one's going to notice. They just go up on your shelf anyway.
Well, on Chris Kohler's Game Life podcast, he was talking about how they made them so you have to open the package in order to use them.
That's
Right.
I don't like that.
Yeah, whereas all the other ones you could keep in the package.
Yeah.
What kind of package do we? Well, I asked that, but I've held it in my hand. I already forget. Like, it's not the kind of thing you can reseal, is it?
No, it's
Not.
it's like a card, you know, with a plastic shell on it.
Not into that. Not into that at all. I remember. Speaking of taking things out of packages, very bad segue, and really pointless. I'm just talking about Nintendo stuff. I had the e-reader on the Game Boy Advance,
Okay.
and I was so excited to actually have cards to use with it. Like, I had Excite Bike and some extra levels on Mario Advance 4, and I was just enthralled to be using a piece of technology I'd never used before. I can slide cards and receive content. I only have to slide, 15 cards. And I can play a game I played 20 years ago. It's really cool. Really dumb. I did get Clue-Clan there. Clue-Clan is awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you have it either?
I never played Clue-Clan, no.
Me neither.
But what that makes me think of, I remember back in the Game Boy Advance days how they were selling old Nintendo game cartridges for full retail price.
Yes.
And I remember particularly at the same time they were selling Metroid Fusion, which when you beat the game you could unlock the regular NES Metroid. They're also selling the NES Metroid for the same price as Metroid Fusion.
Wow. They were doing it that late?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Wow. When did they stop doing that?
Oh, that was early 2000s when the end of the Game Boy lifespan or Game Boy Advance lifespan, I guess. before the DS came out.
Well, 9/11 changed everything. Does that apply? Maybe not.
I guess it's not too soon because we all laughed.
That's right. There you go.
Clearly.
Thank you. What's happening with Metroid these days?
Not much.
No idea.
Fun.
I'd love for another Metroid to come out, but
They're not doing those Metroidvanias anymore.
Nintendo just doesn't seem that into Metroid. I think it's always been more popular here than in Japan. So
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of old series like that. Like Mega Man seems to be dead, and
Yeah,
Castlevania should be dead. If it's not.
I'm kind of interested in that Mighty Number 9 business
yeah.
Oh yeah,
because it looks very Mega Man, but it
Yeah.
also looks very smooth and polished. And I don't know. I'm weird. I'm very weird about 2D stuff or 3D stuff that is too smooth. Do I sound insane? Like it looks like it has too many frames of animation. And like if I press the button to fire my weapon, it's gonna take 1,000 frames to do this, and then fire a shot, and then he reel back, and then put his arm down, and it's a little much.
Yeah. I can see that.
I did fund that Kickstarter, so I'm still.
I think I kicked in a few bucks. I kickstarted fantasy. What's it called? Something Star Heroine. It's based on Phantasy Star 4.
Okay.
Galactic Empire, Star Wars. That's it. It's called Star Wars.
Right.
Little kid named G.
The
Lucas.
Force Awakens.
Yes.
I think I've heard of that actually.
Yes. Pretty big. What's it called? Galactic Star Heroine? I don't remember, but it looks exactly like Phantasy Star 4, which is great because that's an awesome game. I don't know when it's out though, but I think just by kickstarting on the $5 level, I get a copy, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, sure.
Check it out, I'm huge. Apparently, I have to go in a few minutes.
Oh.
This is insane. How was that 2 hours?
I don't
I feel
know.
like I just sat down and had a pizza and talked into a mic.
Cosmic Star Heroine.
There we go. Thank you.
All
Cosmic. None of those generic words for space.
Right.
Cosmic Star Heroine. I am excited for that though. Yeah, I mean, Phantasy Star is effectively dead too. I mean, they're just doing Phantasy Star Online / Phantasy Star Universe stuff with it anymore.
Yeah.
The Phantasy Star 4 was 21 years ago. Wow. It's a bit nuts.
Jeez. I'm one of the rare few people that actually really enjoyed Chrono Cross.
Oh, I love it too, yeah.
I would love for them to make a sequel to the Chrono series.
They did. They trademarked Chrono Break for a while, right? But then they let it lapse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and they trademarked it like probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So if they were going to do something with it, I'm sure it would have happened by now.
Yeah, that's the noise that I make when I mourn game series that I want to see.
Yeah. Instead, we get, another Kingdom Hearts and another Final Fantasy.
I've tried to approach Kingdom Hearts from every conceivable angle and try to like it, and I can't.
Yeah,
It's a Square RPG. No. Oh, I like Goofy. No. No.
I beat the first one. I enjoyed the first one.
I
but-
thought the first one was okay.
Yeah.
And then the second one, somehow, between the first and the second one, they had released so many side stories that the plot was incomprehensible.
Yeah, I never finished the second one, and I didn't pick up any of the. I mean, it's been like at 2.5, 2 3/4, 2.999 for the last 10 years. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the first one because it felt too much like fan fiction to me.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a person who bought and enjoyed Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest in Itadaki Street Portable, which is basically mascots from both series rolling dice and buying property together. So I should be able to enjoy a crossover, but I just can't.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the things I liked was they got a lot of like the voice actors, Disney voice actors actors to be in that game.
I do remember that.
They did a really good job of, like, all the production values. Disney was really, really supportive of that game. So
yeah, in general, I think the Disney part of it was a lot better than the Square part.
yeah, definitely. My wife enjoyed the Winnie the Pooh section. So
Sure.
Yeah.
If I had 2 more hours, we could talk about Disney in Japan.
Oh, I'm
that's
sure that
fun.
would be fascinating.
Yes. I did enjoy my time at Disney Sea when I went with my girlfriend a few months ago. And I was sure I was going to hate it. Because I'm not into Disney and I'm not into theme parks. So I was pretty impressed that I had fun.
Yeah.
Except Kennywood. Kennywood's always fun.
Yeah, Kennywood is great.
Yes, they should just do Kennywood, but with Disney characters. Call it Disneywood. No, that's gross. I'll bring these upstairs because
Okay.
apparently I've got to run.
So should we
5.
sign off here?
I think. Oh yeah, we're still recording. Yes, thanks for listening. Gold subscribers, stick around throughout the show. I'm going home now. Good night.
You can find Alex on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I'm Twitter, BITOHUR. Ray, I'm RGB. Okay, great. And follow us both at NoMoWo on Twitter. NoMoWo's Facebook. Like the page. Alex will do something with your name. Donate some money, like Charles has. He's number 1 with a bullet. And Rhett's also a pleasure to be around. Check out his eventual podcast, Rhett's Play.
Listen to Transmissions Podcast.
Yes, do that.
Transmissionspodcast.com.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.